Hello, if this is your first time to this channel, welcome, and even if it's not your first time, you're obviously welcome. My name is Zainab. I did a quick intro about myself on my first video. You can check that out. Today we're talking about the meaning of serenity. What does serenity means? Since it is the name of my business, did I just say my business? I feel like a business lady. Okay, so let's get serious. Since Serenity is the name of my business and the name of this channel, I thought it is necessary that I give you an understanding about the topic and the point that the content of this channel is going to be around. You know from my previous video that I have a background in philosophy, theology, psychology, but none of these is going to be my main focus on this channel. So here I'm gonna be specifically focused on the topic of the journey towards a serene life, and when necessary and when I need, I am definitely stealing, borrowing, coding from theology, psychology, and from religions, not from a religion. So this is an important point to keep in mind. If you're looking for something specific in these domains, here may not be the perfect place for you, because I am not playing by the rules. I am just picking those that are useful for my content, which is how do we attain serenity. With that cleared out of the way, let's get to our topic. So today we're talking about the meaning of serenity. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, serenity means, quote, the state of being calm, peaceful, and untroubled, end quote. So serenity refers to a state of inner peacefulness, a state where the mind is calm and troubled by the external environments. Isn't this the perfect place to be, like where we all want to go at the end of whatever we're doing, right? So to give this beautiful definition more clarity, we're going to take a look deeper at two things. First is, what are the things that disturb our inner peacefulness? Well, we have family, marriage, work, school, and we have our own emotions. Anger, jealousy, fear, shame. Even though our emotions are not external, they are affected by external events, and they affect our inner peacefulness. So we can count them with the things that affect or that disturb our inner peacefulness. So that means that 90% of our life are made of things that have the potential of disturbing our inner peacefulness, yet our efforts are around how do we get inner peacefulness, how do we get the peace of mind, right? It is a little bit complicated, you know. Our life is made of things that disturb our inner peacefulness, yet our whole life is around how do we get to the state of a peaceful mind. It's complicated, yeah. The second part that we want to take a look at is, how do we get in a state where we are untroubled, we are unbothered with external events? I think the answer to that is not that easy, but this is what we're going to be working towards. That's what we're going to be learning about. How do we do it? So the second part is very long, but it is the journey we're going to be taking together. Let me give you a quick example of how does not being troubled by external environment looks like from a personal experience. It happened just yesterday, so it is very fresh. And so yesterday I had a 7-hour-long trip. It was very tiring, and when we arrived, finally, everyone was looking for their luggages in their bags. Of course, I was looking for mine too, but I couldn't find mine, and my immediate thoughts were, okay, we have two options here. First, they left it on the bus station, and two, they mistakenly gave it to someone who left earlier on the road. And obviously none of these two are helpful for my situation, and normally I would have gone a little crazy, not a lot, not too much crazy, because by nature I'm not rude. But still I would have managed the situation with a little temper, you know. I'm tired, it is hot, and you know, the drama of unhappy customer or unhappy passenger in my situation. So at the time where I would have gone a little crazy and talked to the man and raised my voice, why can't you be more careful? Now I have to go through all of, you know, this scenario. So at that moment I had a voice in my head, and we all have that voice, even if it's not useful sometimes. Yesterday it was useful to me. So the voice told me, okay Zainab, keep it calm, we're not getting mad, it's fine, it's not the end of the world. If they forgot it on the bus station, it is fine, they can send it again. And if they mistakenly gave it to someone on the road, probably that person left there. So anyway, you're gonna find a solution to the problem. Or let's say, like in worst case scenario, you lost the bag, like totally, you completely lost the bag. It is not the end of the world, you know. Things that are in that bag are replaceable, and there's no reason to go crazy and yell and be mad. Just we're gonna keep it calm and we're gonna see what we can. Responsible gave me his number. He told me to go home and to call them tomorrow to see what happened. And since I did not lose it all, I was able to use some logic. I told the porter to call the station to ask them if they have it there, so at least I can go home thinking, okay, they have it and then they're going to send it. If they say we don't have it, then we have only one option left, which is that someone took it. And the man said yes, and he called the station and they said no, we don't have it here. We looked, he asked me like a bunch of questions, and no, it's the bag is not there. That's the conclusion. And we have only one option, someone took it. I was like, okay, we're gonna go home and see and wait. And just at that moment where we finished, it took like almost like 40 minutes of this drama of asking, it is not there, it is here, searching every similar bag to mine, checking their numbers, even though I knew like this is not mine, but we still checked their numbers to see if it was. So it was a long search of the bag after we decided, okay, it's not here, so now I have to go home. Before I leave, I just saw a bag over there. It was like very far away, and then I told the man, wait, you know, this bag is like there for a while and no one is looking at it. Can it be the bag of the person who took mine? And he was like, yes, probably it can be. So I said, okay, let's go check it. If it is, then at least we have something to start working from. And we went, and surprisingly, whose bag was it? Mine. After all of this time, like almost like 40 minutes of search and asking and calling and checking each bag, we couldn't find it, and suddenly it is there. And imagine what would have happened if I have overreacted, or if I have said mean stuff. So when we found it, it's like it is here, they did not forget it, they did not give it to someone, we just didn't see it. Then I would have felt bad about my reaction and what I said. And second, I would have to apologize to the staff because of my behavior. But the thanks to the little voice in my head that told me, that reminded me to keep it calm, I did not have to go through none of this. So what I learned from this situation is that how I handled it, or how I felt all the process, looks or seems to me as a glimpse of how does a serenity looks like in action. How does a serene mind would react to such a situation, because it was very hard for me. I'm very tired, it was very hot, and like it is really not what you need at that moment. To sum up today's topic, we can say first, serenity is the state of being calm, peaceful, and untroubled by external environment. And second, this channel is going to be focused on how do we attain serenity. the journey towards a serene life. The topic of serenity is going to be 4 parts, so this is part 1, and this is all for today. See you next time. Stay safe and curious.